Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. I'm so pleased to have our next guest with us. This is David Rodriguez from Melted. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you with us today. So, Melted, for those of us who don't know, if you've never been to downtown Madison during the week, you guys are a food cart, and you are down on the square right next to Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Is that correct?
More or less, we're right off the square on Martin Luther King Jr. Yep.
Okay, right off the square. Okay,
yes.
Great. And what are you going to be making for us first today?
The first sandwich we're going to make is probably my most popular. It's called the Southwestern Bacon.
Okay.
All of our sandwiches are made on Madison sourdough bread. Ooh. And then it's got Newski's bacon, Roth case sharp cheddar cheese,
sure.
House-made chipotle aioli, and then just a drizzle of ranch dressing.
Local, it sounds like.
Absolutely. So and then there's a slice of tomato on there too.
Excellent. Let's get started with
Absolutely.
that. So now this is Madison sourdough, and then you just butter it on one side, right?
That's right.
Okay. All right.
Slice the cheese on each half.
The Southwestern Bacon. So who typically is ordering this sandwich?
Everyone. And that's
I guess
the
I
truth.
need to be ordering it then.
The Southwestern Bacon accounts for probably 40% of my annual sales.
No
so
kidding.
I sell a lot of them.
Wow.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of them. So.
I'm curious to know, when you were first starting out and you kind of had your menu ideas, did you think that was going to be the most popular? Did you think that was going to be 40% of your sales?
You know, I had an inkling. It's got the word bacon in it.
Of course.
And some people, I think, don't even they see the word bacon, and the rest of the menu doesn't matter anymore.
Right. So. Do you put that first then, or do you?
It is first on the menu.
First? Okay.
It's first right at the top.
Okay.
That probably helps.
You said you sell thousands and thousands annually.
Something like 15,000 of these last year.
I was thinking like 15,000.
15,000.
And you're open how many days a week?
5 days a week through the summer, but we also do music festivals where we'll see,
oh my God,
1,500 people.
So you're selling hundreds a day, it sounds like.
Well, in the summer, yeah, it can be. Certainly on the weekend.
Wow, amazing. So this is your process. You let it cook for a little while, let it get melted essentially, and then you add the bacon once it's hot, and then kind of flip it over. Is that how we put that together?
Absolutely. So the bacon's cooking right next to the sandwich, or the bread's crisping up.
Okay.
The beautiful thing about the Madison sourdough bread is it's perfect in that, well, to be scientific, the sugar content is just right, where the bread doesn't burn too fast, it doesn't cook too fast. It gives the cheese enough time to melt.
Sure.
Which is perfect for me because I want it to be nice and crispy and brown on the outside with melted cheese and like soft bread on the inside.
Yeah, yeah. And I was looking on your website, you guys are the Cadillac of grilled cheese.
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is a great saying, I love it.
It hit me one day and I just did it. So.
Yeah, good for you guys, good for you guys. So do you talk to us a little bit about catering. Are you doing any catering right now?
Absolutely. Through the summer, we do weddings and all sorts of catering. The catering I'm kind of moving into now is where you could place an order for your office meeting or something smaller than a wedding.
Sure.
And we would make it and deliver it to you. So
sure. Okay.
That's something that we've done it a couple times. We've done catering actually. I have a friend of mine who owns a bakery that's right over near your studio here.
Okay.
And we've come out and catered for his staff.
Okay.
Where I'll come and I'll bring a griddle and cook for them.
Oh, so you do some on-site cooking.
Absolutely.
But then you also do some, order it, make it, and then deliver.
That's right. We have a food truck that's being built.
Yeah, talk to us a little bit about that.
And it's being built out of a retro motorhome that I found up north on the side of the road.
On the side of the road, okay.
Yes, it's at a company called Cage Crow Fabrication.
Okay.
They've built a lot of the food carts you see around Madison.
Okay.
They're doing my food truck, and we'll use it for melted for larger events. Okay. We'll use it if you wanted us to come out to cater your weddings of, say, 200 people, and you wanted something a little bit more high-end than grilled sandwiches.
Sure.
We would be able to do that. It's going to have a full commercial kitchen inside of it.
So for that, you can, people can work with you and kind of at least give some suggestions or ideas of what they want. It doesn't have to be like, here's what's on the menu. And
it's more like you would think of if you were to go to a high-end restaurant and have them cater your menu.
Excellent.
So
excellent.
We'll be able to do everything. The other thing that we're going to do out of there is pop-up dinners. Myself or other local chefs cooking a 4-course dinner for 75 people. You buy tickets. We set up tables at, say, Olin Park overlooking the skyline.
Yeah.
And then put out a beautiful meal for you. So
Excellent. Was this about ready?
this one is just about ready.
I'm getting hungry here.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
All right, cool. Well, why don't we put the next one on right away? We just have a couple minutes left here. But I'm gonna definitely try this, but I'll wait till you are, do you want me to just eat it like this, or do you cut it ahead of time?
I'll cut it in half for
All
you.
right, that sounds good. I'm just jonesing for this
right.
grilled cheese.
You and everyone else, my friend.
Right. So you guys also do lots of music festivals and events. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? You do a lot of music festivals and events. Talk to us about some of the ones that you've done this past season.
This year was my biggest year so far for music festivals. We did La Fête de Marquette. We did
We were there for that.
Atwood Fest, the Willie Street Fair. We did a large music festival in Eau Claire. It's called Eau Claire's. That was probably our biggest one.
Okay.
And then we did the Taste of Madison, which is kind of a music festival. It is another very large event. And then we're working on kind of moving in that direction for next year to do more and more of those outside of Madison and possibly even outside of the state. So.
All right, very cool. Well, we're just about out of time here, so can we kind of get an idea of what that looks like? Can you plate that up for us?
Absolutely.
There we go. It's a nice looking sandwich. And so is this kind of like your number 2 in terms of how many you sell?
You know, I wouldn't say that's the case, but the people who order it love it. It's
right.
You know, it's for a specific customer.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to give that a try. It's coming right up here. Head on down to the square, right off the square, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, Melted. This is David Rodriguez. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure having you. Don't go away. There's more Restaurant Show coming up after the break.